Welcome to I Cook, You Measure. It is a first in a couple of different ways. I'm your host, Jen Mueller. Joining me today, Kate Scott, all-around badass. We'll go through her credentials in just a minute, but can we just appreciate that we are the same size?
I know.
In
That's
the kitchen?
what I was thinking. Neither of us had to wear heels today.
No,
This is incredible.
I'm not looking up. I'm not on my tiptoes. This is perfect. If you are not familiar with Kate Scott, well, she is the voice of the 76ers. She is also the preseason voice of the Seahawks on the radio. But Kate, you have called games in NBA, NHL, NFL, NCAA Division I. You have called the Olympics, FIFA World Cup soccer. Did I get it all?
Yeah.
Did I miss one?
I think you got it all. And that's enough talking about this. Let's get into the cooking.
I think what you're actually saying is, could we have some bubbles, please?
Yes,
because that's how this works. We have got a breakfast item for you today. We are gonna pair it with some bubbles. So Kate, I'm gonna have you do the honors before we tell people what we're making.
Okay.
This is local. This is from Brown Family Vineyards. It is Brute Bubbles.
Love Brute.
Should
we give it the overhead shot too? I'm so excited about all the different cameras. Like, Jen,
We'll play to
your setup here,
everything.
Jen, is very, very professional. And I love that you got a bottle like this because look, this is hard enough for me to open. If you would have had one that had the actual champagne cork in it.
It does. I do like the sound, though.
Me too.
It's a happy sound.
Chances are that that's hitting the ceiling or hitting you in the eye, and this show's going all downhill from there. High probability with me.
High probability, come on. You open wine, you open champagne.
That's true. Well, hey, here's to you, because for those of you who don't know that I have been a huge fan of this woman's forever, looked up to her when I was working my way up in the Bay. This is an honor today to be on your show, my dear.
Thank you, my friend.
Cheers to a great episode. Oh yeah, that's nice.
That's tasty.
Do you think we can take that over to our meetings at the VMAC today?
You're not supposed
Mikey
to tell
Mac,
people.
what's going on? Hey, congratulations on a great preseason. This is a local brute that we just thought you might enjoy today. Sorry. Okay, Jen's show. Go ahead. Take it away, my dear.
Okay. Would you like to know what we're making today?
Heck yeah.
Okay. We are gonna make, because I just want to show you the picture, cheddar fried eggs with an herb salad. We are gonna make like this herb salad that goes on top of the fried cheese and eggs, which even
I'm gonna
as
try
that
not to make
sounds
her laugh the
ridiculous.
entire.
To do this, we need a tablespoon of olive oil. We'll put a drizzle of honey in and half a lemon juiced. So if you just wanna start with that.
Wait, she said 3 things.
I'll go through
In
them slowly.
really rapid
one
order,
time.
and it is actually early in the morning right
really
now. That's
is.
why we're making breakfast.
We don't
okay,
usually tell people
you said a
what's a
teaspoon or a tablespoon?
tablespoon.
Okay, good, because this is a tablespoon. Your girl can do that.
Do you not
We're off to a
cook?
great start, everybody. We are off to a fantastic start. Okay.
Do you not usually cook?
No, I actually do. I'm the one person in the family that somewhat cooks. My wife is big on eating whatever is put in front of her, which is a great combination. Yeah. I hope I was supposed to put that in.
Yes.
I didn't think you just wanted it to like sit in the spoon.
I did not want it to sit in the spoon.
But you know, with our schedules, it's so hard to find time to do much of anything other than like prep for the games and then work the games that you're prepping for. So I'd say I'm like high-level beginner when it comes to cooking. I love doing it, but I'm still in the learning process. Yeah. Okay.
You're gonna dice a shallot,
Okay.
or you can grate the shallot, whichever you would prefer.
Oh, we gotta dice it. Oh, this looks like a hospital trip waiting to happen. Do you have any specific ways? And also, raise your hand if you were like me looking for shallots and you thought they look like green onions forever. That has been one of my favorite parts of like trying to learn how to cook the last few years.
Is finding ingredients in the store.
What the is a shallot? Everybody, this is a shallot. They're not near the green onions.
They're not. They're actually near the actual onions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is a beautiful knife.
Thank you.
You probably do it like this, right?
I generally do.
Yeah. Don't cut
Now
your
we're
fingers
cooking.
off.
Now we got
a
this.
game to call tomorrow. Don't cut your fingers.
I mean, technically you don't need your fingers to call a game, but I'd prefer that you not end up.
It's a really supportive point, Jen. Really happy about that.
I would really prefer you not
Just
end up.
moving my board around tomorrow. What happened? No big deal. I was just cooking with Jen yesterday. It's good. She said I didn't need my hands.
That is not a ringing endorsement for future guests on this show.
Listen, 5 hours sleep. What time did I land last night from Philly? Okay. Your show. Take it away, Jen.
Okay. You have goggles when you cut onions.
Whoa.
I have Herb scissors.
Wait a second.
I know. You know who gave these to me?
Can we get that in the, I've never seen these before.
Yeah, Tracy Schneider sent these to me.
I've heard she's great.
She's awesome.
Haven't met Tracy yet. Tracy, maybe after this episode, you'll not / maybe want to meet me.
I'm sure she does. Okay, so here's what we have. We have parsley, we have chives, dill, some oregano, and some basil. And we are gonna take this, and literally, you can do this with a knife, but it is kind of fun to do it with some scissors.
Yeah, I've never seen these before. Can I just, I'm this person. I love the smell of basil.
Oh,
So
I love the smell of dill.
Jen was like, is she gonna lick it before
I wasn't really sure what was going on. I love dill.
Okay. Should we
we're gonna do this together?
sniff? I mean, just fresh herbs in general.
It's very fresh,
Fresh herbs in general. Okay, so we're just snipping?
Yeah, so I would, and you
Yeah,
might want to kind of roll them together so that they're still, so like if you were cutting these, you would roll them together, and I believe they call it chiffonade, but I'm just gonna.
Are we folding in the cheese right now? Somebody's made that joke on the show before, haven't they?
No.
Jen, just fold it in, Jen. I don't know. Fold in the cheese. For those of you who watch that show, you know what we're talking about. Everybody else is like, what are they?
I have a dish towel that actually says that. Okay, now my fingers feel like they're in jeopardy, so we're gonna stop that exercise right there.
Because of me or because of the scissors that have like 4 scissors in one?
Well, notice how I'm really particular about my fingers and nobody else's fingers.
Jen was like, you don't need your hands anymore. Meanwhile, she's like,
I think
you're
I'm
4
gonna...
inches away from maybe. Okay, this
might
be the best invention I've ever seen.
Isn't that so good? Okay, how about a little bit of
If
parsley?
anybody wants to get me a Hanukkah Christmas present.
That's what we got,
scissors. Mom, Dad.
It's a great stocking stuffer.
Just maybe wrap it in some bubble wrap first.
So you don't just reach in.
You know.
Okay.
Jen said it was great for stockings. So you guys, I'm going to the ER now for a couple of.
I didn't say add scissors. Also, don't run with these. Okay.
That's actually a good note.
I once got in trouble for chasing my brother around the house with scissors. To be fair,
by
he
your
deserved
brother
it.
or a parent?
By a parent who caught me.
I can actually see this happening.
Yeah.
Jennifer!
Yep, I feel like my brother deserved it.
I feel like most brothers do.
I was in the minority in that, and I got grounded and sent to bed.
I feel like Jen probably got grounded a lot when she was growing up.
No, I am a rule follower. Please don't look at my...
I love that we're tag teaming on this also. This feels like a double dare physical challenge. Like I could easily hold these by myself. And I'm sure this is a great shot with Jen kind of like standing in front. You guys, we're doing the chives now.
Oh my gosh.
This is I'm like
sweating and laughing. My makeup is going to be running off my face.
This is like a sip of bubbles. What's that, Jen? Sorry. I am in saucy form this morning.
You are real saucy
Sorry.
already. Could you please cut this, and we're gonna like quarter it up a little, and we're gonna put it all in there. And then you are gonna grate some cheese. Not fold in cheese, just grate some cheese.
Okay, we can do that.
Oh my gosh.
With the cutest grater I have ever seen. I love cooking things that make me feel like a giant human, and this is one of them. Like, do you have Brussels sprouts and they feel like tiny heads of lettuce and you're like, I'm a giant. Okay. Seahawks are like, well, Kate,
like
2 seasons were great. We're gonna go in another direction for season 3. We saw you on Jen's cooking show.
Please.
I don't know actually if this is what you want me to do.
Yes, that's exactly what I wanted to do.
Usually what I do with avocados.
Yeah. Who did most of the cooking at home?
Aguacates in Spanish.
Oh.
That was my nickname when I was working at the breakfast lunch cafe.
Because
Kate
avocado?
is cate in Spanish.
Yes.
So the line cooks would call me aguacate.
Oh.
Inside knowledge that nobody needed. You're welcome.
I love it.
All right.
love
Who
it.
cooked? My mom cooked. My dad would barbecue from time to time. We weren't a huge cooking family. Thank you, my dear. But you know, some solid, good recipes that you'd go back to. And parents are actually coming out to visit in September in Philly. And mom's like, we're gonna do one meal at home. I'm gonna cook for you. My dad and I are gonna barbecue. So holding you to that and looking forward to it. We have it on tape now. Okay, back to you, Jen.
Avocado in the salad, please.
Just scoop, fold it in.
Yep.
Okay.
I guess now we're just folding an avocado. And I tell you what.
This looks so good.
It's going to be very good. We actually do need to regroup, though, because this conversation has gone off the rails.
Because I'm here.
It's gone off the rails. I'm going to be really honest about that.
Great honesty.
I tell you what, we're going to regroup. We'll be back with some grating of the cheese.
Sorry.
When we come back.
Or folding in.
Dining in? I'm hand-cut for the occasion.
Almost ready.
These moments are rare, so enjoy them. When you can. Sincerely, hand-cut steak. Sincerely, Safeway.
And we're back. And folks, that actually took a lot more effort than you would have thought in that little bit of a break. But we are back. Kate Scott is awesome in the kitchen. She's also awesome at making us laugh. But right now we need to see how she does with some cheese. Because to make our like fried cheddar, we're gonna make this giant like cheese crisp. That's smart.
Getting ready.
That's smart.
Listen, I'm not 25 anymore. You gotta stretch.
You know, it is embarrassing when now I go to make like cookies.
Fast.
Yeah, you go to make like cookies and you know like you're stirring the batter by hand, and sometimes now I just decide to pull out the mixer. I'm like, no, my arms,
do that.
no.
My cookies are like sliced and baked. Or just the what does my local grocery store have on sale? Here. Okay. But yeah, totally. I totally know what you're talking about, Jen.
Yeah.
Okay, so.
So if you would just grate some cheese.
Okay. Do you have a side that you prefer?
I would do this side.
Okay. There's always too many options for me.
There's a lot of options. And
but cheddar's kind of a thick grate or a soft. I don't know. Something about cheddar makes it sticky sometimes on the little.
That is true.
Yeah.
I'm going to step out of the way because I was about to start grating.
That was professional cooking.
That was professional cooking.
Should we get an overhead shot?
Yeah.
Look at that. Look at the angle.
Outside of the second career you were obviously going to have as a chef.
Obviously.
At what point did you know you were going into sports?
Not until I went to college, actually, because some folks watching may know that you and I look like spring chickens, but we're not.
We are not.
And there was very few women doing this when I went to college in 2001. So I thought I was going to be a teacher. My mom was a special education teacher for years. A lot of my friends were going into education. I just wanted to have a positive impact on the next generation. And then thankfully, somebody who knew me really well, shout out to Mr. Schmazel, reflected to me that I played 4 varsity sports. I wrote a column for the high school newspaper on sports. I led cheers at Friday night football games. Like, hey, Kate, knock, knock on your face. Why don't you go into sports journalism? I was like, oh, Mr. Schmazel, that's a great idea. But again, 2001, there was less than 10 women that I knew of because there was no social media. So I didn't know that like Ann Schatz and Elise Woodward were up here in the Pacific Northwest and that there was women in every market doing stuff. But I didn't know that. I just saw a few people on TV, and it wasn't until that conversation I was like, okay. But I didn't get into play-by-play until after I graduated from college because, again, there were so few women doing that. I didn't think I could do that.
Yeah. I tell people that we were allowed to do sports, but we were not necessarily encouraged by people like.
Yeah, that's a great way.
My teacher or my high school guidance counselor encouraged me.
I'll pay for that. I got that. We're getting reimbursed for that. Don't worry about it. Man. I mean, I did some curls yesterday, but I didn't expect.
Okay, so now kids. So when you use a box grater, nope, this is perfect. So when you use a box grater, kids. So I would keep going. So like so it's not all mashed up.
Yeah.
No, we talked to the kids. You broke my grater like 3 different ways. Just for that,
well, this has been a great show. This has been a.
Oh my gosh.
It's okay. I got you, Jen.
I'm gonna just turn.
Seahawks are gonna be like, a cheese grater in your reimbursements? What was? Don't worry about it.
So sometimes I just travel with one because you never know.
Jen and I were doing a thing, but yeah, how did you get into it?
I had a high school guidance counselor. I too was going to be a teacher, and she said,
"Of course you were."
Mrs. Steele, Sandra Steele said, Jennifer, you like to talk a lot, and you're not afraid to talk in front of people. Have you ever considered being a broadcaster?" Which I thought was the most ridiculous thing in the entire world, because who knows a broadcaster, number one. And then if you start thinking about, I too was a 4-sport varsity athlete in high school. Like that was the obvious choice. But how do you even get started in that?
Exactly. And I always tell kids that unfortunately in this industry, there's no ladder. It's
No.
just like a giant oak tree with a zillion branches that are all opportunities. But you don't know which one to start on. You don't know how you're gonna jump from one to another, but you just have to start climbing the tree.
And I think you have to be just stubborn and naive enough to believe that something great's gonna happen tomorrow, because you can't see the end result. And also, my dream job when I was 20,
Yeah, what was it?
I just wanted to work in sports anywhere.
Yeah.
Like, give me any market. It doesn't matter what city, how big, how small. It didn't matter how many teams were there.
Yeah.
Like, just let me work in sports. I wasn't dreaming big enough. Like, at the time, that felt like a big dream.
No, Sam.
And then to say, oh, I work for an NFL team and I do regional television for the that never once crossed my mind.
I think we're
I think you can eat that cheese.
Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah.
Were you
wanna
tempted
come?
to do that?
Here you go.
Thank you.
No, I don't get to feed her on camera. Okay, understood. I get it.
That's where I
We're
draw
not
the
that
line.
kind of show.
So what we've got here is cheese in the pan. That is it. That's all we're putting. We did not
folded
need
it
to
in.
put any.
I'm done with that joke. But what?
We didn't need to put any oil in the
simmer.
pan because that is going to release enough oil so it doesn't stick. So all we're going to do is crack 2 eggs and put them like
Glad Jen's
on
doing
top.
this.
Do not crack eggs. You get to do this again.
Oh dear. Okay. Well, there's going to be some shells in take 2, but that was really impressive.
You know, sometimes
On
you
that
just
note,
need some texture and some crunch.
Go over here, switching sides.
Does not make Jerry happy when you move around.
I
on
know.
the
I know.
cameras.
Sorry, Jer. Just making sure that Jen has a little sippy sip right now.
Okay, so all we're gonna do is let this cook to the doneness that you would like your eggs, which
Should we just
I
stand there
like-
in silence? I've heard that makes good television while that happens. We're just gonna let the eggs.
And
we're just
also,
gonna
if
let
we
them
could
go.
put a timer in the corner so that it ticks down for however many minutes
And
we're standing here watching this.
Wouldn't that be great if we just stood here for like 6 minutes?
I actually think
No,
that would
it
be a
wouldn't-
huge challenge
it
for
wouldn't be
us
great.
because could I stand still next to you and not
no,
talk?
because
nope, can't
we
do
have
it.
been friends since the moment that I touched down in
I
Seattle
know.
last year.
So
but I've been such a big fan of yours from
You're so sweet.
in California and now over in Philly. So,
It's very sweet.
where'd you get your shirt? Because I love it. I have some fun shirts like this, but I thought when in Seattle, you gotta
do this.
rep Birdie. Birdie, I love you. I actually got to work a couple of games with Sue years ago. Like, I think she had 2 or 3 years left in her career with the Storm. So she was dabbling, wasn't sure. I knew that the first second we started working together. First of all, she was a natural and she was gonna be way too big of a deal to call games, but it was so incredible. So I was like, I gotta rep Sue when I'm in Seattle. So.
Yeah. This is an entire girl power show.
Oh. Okay.
Because this is repping my gal Julia.
Yeah, Julia.
In Houston. She's got her line of clothes.
Oh, awesome.
So this is from her line of clothes.
Actually, I did not know this, so.
Yeah. So
check it
now
out.
this is how we're
Yeah,
going to do
Yay
this.
Sports.
Yeah. Yep. Yay sports.
Yay sports.
I actually feel that's a great way to hit pause on the conversation and to come right on back.
Hey there, it's me. Food. Whenever you need me, I'm ready for you. Especially when you're busy. And you're always busy. But no matter what, we find time for this. So go ahead and enjoy the moment. Because there's plenty to go around. Keep it easy, my friends. Sincerely, food. Sincerely, Safeway.
Jen, focusing intently on loosening the eggs and cheese.
How about that? Now, if you dress that with a little bit of our salad, we're making another one because that's Kate's and this will be mine. You really packed a lot of cheese in here, Kate.
Told me to grate some cheese, so.
That's a lot of cheese.
Anything worth doing is worth doing right. And a lot.
A lot, mostly just a lot. It's worth doing
I thought
a
about
lot.
stopping midway through and I was like, what's the point? It's
No,
easier
don't
to-
do that.
Okay, so I'm just,
Just
dressing.
Just dressing it. Just put it on the top. Yeah, there you go.
I just don't want it. These yolks are so beautiful.
And then I would sprinkle just a couple of like red pepper flakes on there if you're interested in that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, look at this.
Look at that
We're
plate.
just sprinkling lightly. That is a beautiful plate,
There you
Jen.
go. That's a beautiful plate.
much.
Well done.
Okay, you can stop now on the red pepper.
Well
flakes.
done.
Thanks,
I
man.
feel like that's good.
It's really good. So, Jen, back to you.
Actually,
back to you.
Actually, we're just about to eat, so
Thank
we'll get back
goodness.
to you in a minute.
Welcome the peeps back.
Actually, she did it for me. I was going to do it. Kate did it for me.
Could you welcome them back? Welcome back.
Welcome, peeps.
Welcome back.
Welcome. That's a bold move. You don't generally intentionally turn your back.
Did I have hair? I probably had hair.
No, I was just, no, it's fine. We're just having a lot of fun here. And we have reached the point where we need to see how creative Kate would be in the kitchen with virtual master chef. And since we are making breakfast, I decided to go with a breakfast theme. So Kate.
Thank goodness, Jen.
Here are 5 ingredients. I want you to tell me what you would make with these 5 ingredients. You ready?
Yeah, so ready, Jen.
Pancake mix, eggs, buttermilk, sausage, and cheese.
Am I making pancakes and eggs with sausage on the side and a sprinkle of cheese? Let's hear it for her! Let's hear it for her! No, am I supposed to make something else?
You can, or you can.
Jen, what would you make?
Well, there's a couple of different things.
As someone who's not a beginner, who just likes being a weirdo on camera.
Well, there's a couple of things. Yes, you can absolutely make pancakes. Thanks,
Jen.
That's the easy one. There's also a great football appetizer.
Oh.
Where you make this and you make them into little sausage balls. Yep, there's a joke there. I knew she was right on it.
Tell me more, Jen.
You can also make this into a breakfast casserole.
Should I ask? No, probably shouldn't ask about the sausage balls. What do you do? The sausage around the pancake and egg, or how would you make
use
that?
it as the mix. So the pancake mix, so like a Bisquick sort of a thing.
Yeah, that's how I always go easy. Yeah.
Yeah, no, you mix all of those together, including the cheese. So it's cheese, the breakfast sausage, a little bit of the pancake mix, egg. You mix that together, you bake it.
Oh.
Primo. I know.
You should keep watching this show. She's much better at the cooking.
I love finding the ingredients that I have in my pantry and then like figuring out what I can make with it. But I also really enjoy grocery shopping and meal prepping.
I'm the grocery shopper in my family as well. And everybody
at the grocery store.
Yes, at the grocery store. My wife will, use the applications that you young kids do these days to order stuff. But I have so much more fun going to the store.
But also, we have let this sit here far too long.
I was going to say,
should we
ever
try
get
this?
to eat this?
I know. Yes, there is eating on the show.
Does Jerry get to eat too, or does he just have to
Jerry will
watch
get
us
to
over
eat.
there salivating?
Jerry will get to eat. We'll help Jerry.
There's like a cheese crust on the bottom of this.
The cheese crust.
And somehow it feels healthy.
Yeah, let's go with it.
Oh yeah. Okay, that's a ticket. Because I'm a savory breakfast person with like a side of sweet, so I could share a pancake.
Exactly. I want a pancake appetizer, and I want this.
No, this was really easy. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
I should probably swallow before I talk on camera.
That's okay. I'm gonna let you. I'm gonna let Kate finish. And I'm gonna remind you that for as much fun as we have together over food and over wine, it is not possible for everybody in the community, which is why for every episode of I Cook, You Measure, a donation is made to a nonprofit working to end food insecurity. So we are having fun. We're also doing good in the community, and we really appreciate you for watching.
Thanks for watching, everybody. Thanks for putting up with me. Again and again and again. Jerry, you too.
Oh my gosh.
Would you like some brute, sir? Would you like some brute? Okay.
And we're back! Action! I really think that while Kate Scott is excellent at... What in the heck just happened?
We lose power.
You have got to be... Oh,
there we go. There we go. Just give it a second.
That's a I Cook, You Measure first.
Look what you did, Kate. Look what you did.
What in the world? I Cook, You Measure is presented by Safeway, who encourages you to step up for our high school student athletes through the Nourishing Champions program. The collaboration with Champions of Change provides funding for nutritious snacks and meals for all high school sports teams in need. Use the QR code to donate to Nourishing Champions and fuel success on and off the field.